Hey y'all, so I went to Bible study earlier and we were talking about Jonah. And mind you, this is like the third or fourth time that the story of Jonah has been brought up. But specifically, we were talking about Jonah chapter 1, where Jonah runs away in the first place. And the entire chapter 1 is basically like building up the story of him getting the word from God, him running away, and then God sending a wind on the boat, like to basically like rock the boat that he was on. And the men that were on the boat, they started praying to their gods, but Jonah was asleep, and we heard that before, right? And this is basically like the build up of how Jonah ended up in the belly of the great fish, right? And something that I mentioned earlier during Bible study was that when God calls us to do certain things, when He instructs us to do things, He knows us. He took into account who we are before He even gave us the instruction. So, and I say this because I believe it's like verse 15, verse 17 actually, and of chapter 1, and it said that God prepared a great fish to swallow Jonah. To prepare something means to proactively prep it or to plan it and execute it ahead of time. Meaning, he very well, like God is so intentional that he knew his child Jonah was not going to listen at first, and that he would have to use some interception, some intervention to make sure that Jonah came to his senses and did what he asked him to do. And how many times as believers do we focus so much on the call that we forget the person who's calling us?